And their longbowmen are running as well. They're running away from us. Which is awesome. Oh, look at that charge. Oh, it's beautiful. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another video with the Terminator. Today I'm playing a new game, a new mod, a new era. It's gonna be amazing. I've had so much fun already playing Medieval Kingdoms Total War 1212 AD, modded on Attila Total War. And I want to show you guys a new campaign that I'm going to be starting here. So I'm going to be playing Rome 2 alongside this weekly. I hope you enjoy both of these campaigns, and I hope you enjoy this mod. You know, if you have played it, then kudos. You know what I'm talking about. A new update was recently released, which upgraded this really to a next level experience. So we'll be getting into that as well. And if you're here checking this out, but you haven't seen the Rome campaign, then definitely give it a look-see as well. So we're gonna be playing Medieval Kingdoms. Honestly, I love this mod. It's you know, it's alongside the, you know, historical accuracy and the really nice story that they've kind of made part of some of the factions in this game. It's just beautiful as well, and I love that this exists. You know, I loved Medieval 2 Total War, so to be able to play this is just amazing. All right, so as you can see, that there are a lot of factions to choose from. I'm gonna go and start with. Let's see, England, France, Antioch. I love the amount of choice you have here. So cool. I'm trying to see if Scotland's available. I've played England and France. I've played the Holy Roman Empire before. But I feel like Scotland would be a lot of fun. Faction leader William, pretty small population. I want to bring freedom to the Scots, guys. I mean, currently they are free, but I think it'd be really fun to expand out with Scotland and see what they can do in this mod here. Yeah, I'm excited. I hope you are too. Let's get this started. If you like the video and you're enjoying what you're seeing, definitely like the video and drop your thoughts in the comments section below. Please do subscribe to the channel and the subscribe channel button below if you want to see more and you want to follow my journey through both this campaign and Rome 2. More content to come on other games as well, including, you know, Warhammer 2, some first-person shooters as well, and some RPGs that I'm going to be starting to look into. But let's get started here. So, we are Scotland. We are the free Scots at the moment. At the moment, free. But we have England to our south here, who historically haven't been too friendly with us. So, I'm really excited about this. This is looking really, really nice just to start with. Let's talk about how it looks. I mean, I know Attila was slightly superior in terms of graphics to Rome 2, so this is nice. This is beautiful. I mean, I'm on a Alienware laptop. My settings are all in Epic High, so you know, given that, it's pretty nice. I like this. I like this. Who do we have here? Is this Denmark? No, it's Norway. That's really cool. I like that. At this time period, you have the Vikings pretty much raiding our lands. That's going to be really cool. I like that there's this little detail here as well in terms of these ports kind of trading. So we are Scotland, and I'm obliged to do this, but freedom! All right, now that that's out of the way, we have Edinburgh, our capital here, and we have Inverness in the north, in the way north, the cold parts of Scotland. And we have two little standing armies as well. The Duke's Chosen, led by Donald. And the Protectors of the Palace, led by William. Okay, cool. That's nice. So we have England to our south here. We're running out of food quite heavily, which is not great. Oh no, that's not food. Sorry, we're in the surplus for food, but we're running out of income here, which isn't a great start to Scotland. And it looks like, you know, just looking at the map here, there isn't a whole lot of opportunity to expand. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Well, you know, we'll have trade agreements going on in Greater Britain, and you know, we have Norway and Denmark to our east here. Holy Roman Empire is here along with some of their vassals, and France is down here as well, which historically has been Scotland's ally. So you know, just for historical accuracy, we'll try and establish that as well. Let's go through the rounds here in terms of our diplomacy, income, treasury, etc. So we are Scotland, Mare Germanicum, Hibernicum around us here. We have kind of like medium relations with everyone, it looks like, to start with. Yep, we do start with a trade agreement with England, which makes sense. Interestingly, it doesn't look like we've really met up with Wales or Ireland yet, so that's going to be something we look into. England won't have that many relations with them anyway, so I think we can start off probably with expanding into Ireland here, slowly but surely, into Dublin. So in terms of technology, I've always found this weird about this mod, but there are set turns to complete to research each little tech here, which is kind of cool. I mean, this is definitely some a mechanic that they need to work on in terms of how much research each technology takes, and you know what you can do to increase that research rate. But I like the detail they put here into each kind of technology. The you know, whether it's from a recruitment point of view, the number of buildings, the sheer number of buildings that you can build here is really cool as well. City gatehouses, jousting lists, gallows even. I love that. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. I think just to like start off and get ahead of the game, I'm pretty sure the military order fort gives us a very decent kind of roster of units to recruit here. But also, actually, come to think of it, having a bit more construction options in terms of your general settlement management system here would be really good as well. So I'm going to go for this one, city charters. That should give us a nice kind of roster, nice opportunity in terms of building some buildings here. But let's see what we can build right now. So we've got a walled city that we can upgrade into a large city here. That should give us a bit more in terms of a population cap, wealth from industry and commerce. We still have basic walls, but yeah, generally a bit more wealth essentially, and city defenses. That's fine there. And we've got the same here pretty much, but it's a castle instead of a city, which I think is historically accurate as well. Inverness didn't quite start off as a town, more as a defensive position. So that's pretty cool as well. A nice little garrison there of Scottish knights as well, which I like. I'm gonna go with we don't have a whole lot in terms of income yet, so I'm gonna go with building a large city here. Hopefully that should start taking us into the positive. I'm kind of nervous about this, the King's Justice led by David here, Norway here, this little force. It looks like it is an army as well, so they're looking to do something with us here in Scotland. So we've looked at technology. Let's have a look at the faction.
The family tree shows the relationships between members.
Let's suppress that. So this is quite cold too. There's a lot of detail here I like. We have a nice little dominion going on here. 60% influence over our nation. Control's a bit low, but that's okay. It balances out control and dominion into power in our dynasty here. Dunkelian dynasty, led by William. Looks like we've got a couple daughters here. Oh, well, 2 daughters and a son. I like that, Alexander. And we've got some nobles as well. Let's make Donald here a Castellan. Why not? We'll get him a bit more influence as well. In terms of loyalty, they seem to be all doing pretty well. Also, which is good. I like that. And this is our summary here. So we're in the cap in terms of how many armies we have, so we need to make the most of these. Let's see what kind of units can we recruit. Highlanders. I like that. Let's take a look at the... Oh, can't quite get into further information just yet, but that's okay. All right, so Inverness has a garrison of 359 units here. Sergeants, Highlanders, Scottish Knights, a catapult as well. That's cool. Got a bit more recruitment options here as well, which is nice. I'm not going to quite get into that just yet, but I think what I might do is just move this army down here. I don't think the Vikings can really make too much of an attack on Inverness, as the garrison is quite large. So, yeah, let's move this army down here. And, yeah. Let's end the turn here, I think. See what's going to happen on the next turn. I'll see you at the top of the next turn, guys. Right after I assign a governor, of course. Keep forgetting this. But essentially, you can assign governors in medieval Total War here, 1212 AD. And you can assign edicts. So, sorry, this is something I should have gone over. Public order is a little bit low here. So I'm going to see if I can raise that a little bit. At the expense of tax rate, that should be okay. Public order is great here, though, so I think we need to get a bit more tax rate to get some more income. So yeah, in this mod, each city is its own region, and each region gets its own governor and, you know, set of edicts, essentially, which makes sense. I think it means, you know, we're talking about large pieces of land here, you know, huge areas. So having a governor, it kind of reminds me of the British Total War. Damn, what is it called again? Britannia. Anyway, it's kind of like that basically. There's a lot more detail into each province and city that you are managing. There's a lot more management, essentially. All right, that's the end of the turn. I'll see you at the top of the next one. All right, so Donald has secured his office, which is good. This means basically he's gonna start seeing some growing influence, which is really positive. Now, in the north, though, the Vikings have landed. The Vikings have landed in Scotland. The King's Justice is looking at Inverness and frothing at the mouth here, which isn't nice. If they do go to war with us here and try to take Inverness, then obviously we have a bit of an open avenue here to respond and take the fight to them, so to speak. But for now, I'm gonna try and, you know, draw my attention to Ireland. I think Ireland is gonna be a nice stepping stone for us to get a bit more income, maybe take on Wales as well once we've got Ireland, and shift our focus towards England. In the meantime, though, it looks like England have moved up both their armies, Fists of the Father and the Lights of Absolution, up to Nottingham, which is interesting. But the problem is income. Income is the problem here. Tax rate is already high enough without losing out on public order, so I'm not sure how to deal with that there. I can't really build any buildings that's gonna, you know, help us alleviate the problem here either. Let's see, what can we do from a diplomacy perspective? We're also limited in terms of who we can trade with. I suppose, I mean, a short-term solution could be to make contact with Ireland and try and get some trade going on with these two here, Wales and Ireland. But I don't know. It's a strange one, isn't it? It's a strange one. Yeah, I mean, it is winter. I can't quite move my armies around without suffering from attrition. And we're going to start losing income. So, you know what? I'm just going to raise the tax level as much as I can. Oh, that's too much of a loss in public order. So we're just going to leave it. If we start going bankrupt, then there's not a whole lot I can do at the moment. I'll see you at the top of the next turn, guys. All right, guys, welcome to the top of the turn. England has declared war against France, and the Holy Roman Empire has declared war against Sicily. So the Christian nations are going to war with each other, and I feel a little FOMO. I feel like I'm missing out. So I'm gonna see if England will accept a military access pact here. No, they won't. Okay, well, either way, let's see what the garrison is looking like in York. Can I? No, probably not. England's going to go to war with France. They're at war, which means there's going to be a bit of a lack of armies defending England here, which I like. You know, if they're moving their armies down to take France, that gives me the opportunity to attack them. I know our main source of trade is from England right now, but it's only like 100-ish income from them. So I don't see a real issue here to try and take England on. The good news is the Vikings have moved off Scotland, so I'm not really worried here about them, which is good. I'm going to move some of these units over to William's army just to give it a bit more oomph here. And yeah, we'll leave Donald back in Inverness to make sure public order is doing well there also. So we have here the Protectors of the Palace, led by William. It's only got 16 units, but I feel a feud coming on with England. And York is currently undefended. I'm just going to see if declaring war on England will have a negative effect. Yeah, it will. Okay, that's okay. Well, why don't we scout out a little bit around Ireland, shall we? Let's take a look and see if Dublin is worth it. It is, I think it is. They have a small garrison here, small army of only 8 men in Dublin. There might be another army lurking around here, so I need to be careful, but it means that there's an opportunity here, and I'm going to take it. All right. I'll see you at the top of the next turn, guys. Yeah. All right, so the coffers are empty, which isn't great. It means our armies are going to start suffering here. But I am outside Dublin, and I'm going to go for it. Why not? No major consequences. And they have a reinforcing garrison here, but that should be okay. I'm pretty confident about this fight here. I know you know, this kind of battle strength here is in their favor, but I think we'll be okay, to be honest. Let's see here. I'm gonna wait the 2 turns to make sure we can get a battering ram and 2 light siege towers here, just to make sure our men can really get over the walls without being under too much fire. They have, you know, 4 units of longbowmen here, so that's gonna be important. And we have like 4 units of knights, so it's gonna be really important to ram those gates open and make sure we can get in there. So we're going to continue the siege here. Actually, let me just double check. Dum, 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 dum. Okay, so their supplies run out in 8 turns. That's cool. Oh man, I love how beautiful this looks. Cool. All right. So we are bankrupt though. Oh man, I'm really worried about this. I feel a little bit sad that, I mean, I guess it is kind of accurate that Scotland was never really a rich country historically, but it's just not a great starting position, you know? I think what I might do is just get this guy to disband. He is a governor. That's given us a big boost in terms of income, so that's okay for now. I think just in the interest of making sure we have enough income going on, I'm going to levy some more taxes in Inverness. That should get us in the positive and make sure, you know, at least we're making some money next term and our armies aren't suffering too much. All right, that should be the end of the turn. I'll see you at the top of the next one. All right, so it looks like the Irish want to take the fight to me, which I mean, honestly, is a little bit surprising. I definitely have the superiority in terms of the kind of unit roster that I start with here. Some nice pikemen. I've got like foot knights, sergeants, Highlanders should be quite effective here as well. All they have really is the axe sergeants. That should really prove the challenge, but we do match up in terms of cavalry here as well. So let's have a go at this, shall we? Let's take a look at what battles look like in medieval. We're here. The Scottish are here, and they are knocking on the door of the Irish. We've got a large force here, lots of cavalry, pikemen, swordsmen, and snowy Ireland. It's dark, it's dreary, but we're here. We're here to take on Ireland. Now, there's a lot of tree cover to start with here, which I like. I think I'm going to move some of my cavalry down to this tree cover. Let's see. I think this is a good position here, just to set up a flanking line here. We'll have the rest of the cavalry kind of ready to defend the main army's flanks. And then obviously we have our pikemen, etc. Okay, so let's get our main line here. I'm just gonna move everyone back here for a second. So, oh, I love the Scottish accents here. That's great. So we've got our longbowmen up front. I'm gonna have the Highlanders just behind them. I think they're gonna be a really good force to support in terms of having numbers on the field. Let's see. We've got sergeants and the foot knights. I think let's get the sergeants over here. Actually, you know what? Let's get both of them a bit more in the middle and have the pikemen on our sides in case the enemy tries to flank us. And obviously we've got the general, William, our king, up front as well. Oh man, I love the unit details. Look at how beautiful these horses are, the chainmail. And there's our king here, looking savvy with his little hat there with the crosses. I like that. All right, so let's get the battle started.
Fire at will for missiles can be toggled on.
Gonna just suppress this guy.
The enemy cannot be allowed within these walls. Our banners, the
All
enemy
right, the enemy reinforcements have arrived.
dies in making it so. The Lord will permit no other outcome. Stand ready.
I love that. Love that little speech there. Beautiful, beautiful units. Lots of screaming, longbowmen. Oh, I just love the detail here. You can just really feel like the realism of what's happening here.
Close watch on those bastards.
All right. Let's get the battle started, shall we? So, we've got a lot of what's it called?
Ready for battle?
Fog of war going on here. So I'm just gonna send some of my cavalry forward to see where the enemy are. I think they're probably gonna be rushing forward somewhere. So I just need to find them, essentially. Figure out where I need to move the army. Alright, yep. So looks like the enemy is gathered around in this sector. So I am going to move the main force up here into this gap. I want to maintain these lines here. So I'm going to get the Highlanders. Where are you? The Highlanders just behind them as well here. And we'll get the pikemen just behind them. Move of the general. I mean, I could put them in a formation, but I think that should be okay. I'm not like really that worried about keeping a tight formation in the army. They do slightly outnumber me, but I think it should be okay. Let's see this cavalry moving. Oh, look at that. These animations here. Horses are moving forward. Closing the gap here. I think probably their main force is huddled in these trees around here. Oh man, I love the music as well. All right, you know what? I'm gonna get these guys in formation. We'll have longbowmen in front, and I'm gonna move them like this. Let's get the cavalries up and join the other ones. And we'll have our Scottish knights over here as well, ready to take the fight to them. All right, so the battle now is in their favor. They have just a little less than 200 men. Able bodies more than I do. Let's fast forward a little bit here so we can get our army up into position. See if we can spot them in the forest. I don't think we can from here, but that's okay. Our cavalry is in position. And we're pretty much ready to go here. So I'm going to move the army slightly forward. Just here. I think if they have longbowmen, they'll try and make themselves known and start firing on us. So that's what I'm expecting will happen, but we'll see. Move the cavalry a little bit more towards a flanking position here behind the armies. All right, so their main force has revealed itself. They are pushing forward here. I'm gonna set up our battle lines. I don't want our cavalry to go too far. If they're gonna try and rush them, they might get into a bit of trouble. Oh, well, actually, they only have light cavalry, so I don't think it's gonna be too shocking. All right. So the battle lines have been drawn. The cavalry is scouting ahead a little bit here, just teasing us a little bit. Oh, look at that. 3 cavalry units already. Jesus. And they're pushing forward onto our positions here. Let's turn our pikes around and try and push them up here. And let's get the longbowmen to fire on these cavalry as well, I think. Oh, their cavalry are doing well. They're doing very well here to surprise us. You know, we're going to move those pikemen up as well. All right, they have brought their longbowmen up to counter my cavalry here, so I'm going to move them back just slightly here. You know what? I'm going to get the general to hunt those guys down. In the meantime, we can keep our longbowmen firing hell on this cavalry here. Let's get the pikemen round over here. Just make sure we can box them in a little bit on this flank. All right, the longbowmen are doing really well to break the cavalry on this side. They're trying to flank me here, so I can't let them do that. Oh, don't worry, dude. The general's going to do fine against English knights. Melee unit winning decisively here. All right, my longbowmen are pushing forward, though. I need to bring them back. All right, let's push. Let's pull this cavalry back here. Make sure we can keep our lines. Keep those lines, men. All right, so they are pushing their pikemen up against ours. Let's pull the cavalry back. I don't want them engaging their pikemen, really. Let's get them running. Run. Are they tired? Maybe they are. All right. All right. So these guys have routed the enemy here, but we are being attacked by cavalry, which isn't great. We need to keep the line going. All right, I think things are going well so far here. Things are going well. We've kept a decent forward line here, which is really good. I'm going to just flank around these spearmen and halberdiers, sergeants here. All right. The enemy general is attacking my cavalry here, which is not great. This cavalry, I don't know why they're not running. I need them to move out of the fight here in a running fashion, because they're about to get flanked by sergeants here as well. Very difficult units to handle. Meantime, let's move these pikemen up here. I think the good news here is that we're really routing them in this front line, so we need to move some of these units up here. Got these longbowmen to keep up the fight. The general is still... Oh, actually, no. They are retreating now, which is good. Yeah, my cavalry are being heavily outmanned here by the enemy in terms of their cavalry. And they're pushing my Highlanders as well. If I can get my longbowmen to move up a little bit and attack their general, that would be good. In the meantime, though, let's flank these spearmen. Oh, actually, they are starting to retreat. So we'll get them to start attacking their longbowmen up there. Meantime, my cavalry are staying put. Oh no, this one's just started to run, which is a shame, but the rest of them are doing okay. I'm very wary of these sergeants moving up here, which isn't ideal, but the rest of the line is doing really well. Tide of the battle is turning here. And their general is starting to lose this battle here against us. I'm gonna set some fear into them as well, just to make up for some of the losses here early on. I want them to get a bit of fear here. Let's see if we can move some of our pikemen down to engage the general as well. The rest of the cavalry, though, needs to move off. We need them to move off. Getting flanked here by sergeants, which is not ideal. Overall, though, we're doing well. The general is starting to waver here. And we've got more cavalry here supporting. Oh, look at this cavalry run. I love it. It's beautiful. And their longbowmen are running as well. They're running away from us, which is awesome. Oh, look at that charge. Oh, it's beautiful. And we've won. What a victory here. Completely outnumbered by 200 men on the Irish side. But as you can see there is no doubt we were victorious. Let's see what exactly happened. I think the cavalry were obviously crucial here to flank around their forces, scout out ahead and see where they were, and then flank around. Looks like the Highlanders did really well as well in terms of fighting off that frontal assault that we saw there as they moved up. We only lost 300 men here, which is really good. Their general obviously did a lot of damage to our forward positions there in terms of that cavalry push, but they survived it. They survived, which is good. I didn't want to lose any units in this, and that's exactly what happened. All right, so Scotland has defeated Ireland in our first battle here. So we could have ransomed and released them, or we can kill them, or we can take some warriors on. Just in the interest of making sure we're not bankrupt here. Oh, but we are going to lose integrity. You know what? I'm going to kill the captives. I don't want to lose any integrity in this army early on. We are suffering heavily from attrition, though, which isn't great.
This panel shows you the information about a character.
Ah, get away from me. Okay, so let's get a bit more authority for William here. And, I mean, obviously that's not really going to make a difference if... Oh, no, non-mercenary units. You know what? That would be really good to have as well, actually. Okay, so... we have a massive advantage now. Especially now that we have a... 2 light siege towers here. So I'm going to try and auto-resolve this in an aggressive stance. I don't think I'm going to lose too many men here. It's a big advantage here over the Irish. And we didn't. We only lost 100-ish men. So I'm happy with that. We're going to loot and occupy the town. You know, we might get
Ready for orders.
a lot of disorder here, but that's okay. At least we're in the positive now. So we have positive income. We have a bit of food left over in our storage, our supplies. I have enough money to start repairing Dublin as well. So we'll go ahead and repair what they have here. Let's see. There's a jetty, a little Irish Catholic priory as well. No, we'll repair that. I kind of like the sound of that. It's gonna give me some public order also, which is nice. So I need to assign a governor to this province. Let's have a look. Where can I do that from exactly? I think really it's from the faction tab, isn't it? Governors. Yep, that's right. Okay, cool. So let's assign Donald to Ireland. Why not? And in the meantime, it looks like I can upgrade our force here as well. Let's do morale and let's see. Experience from military units. Recruitment time. You know, let's do recruitment time. That should be good. All right. So we have a bit more income. We've taken Ireland here. I'm happy with how this has started. It's a great looking game. I think the battle was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you did, definitely give the video a like, guys, and subscribe to the channel for more. Alongside Rome, as I said, I'm going to be doing weekly videos on this campaign as well. See how it goes, and more content to come as well. Cool. So I think now we can issue an edict here. Public order is pretty low. So probably going to go with that as well as income is quite low here as well. I think that's the end of the turn, guys. I'll see you at the top of the next one. Hey guys, welcome back to the top of the turn. Public order in Dublin is doing better, which is nice. Oh, I see. Irish Catholic Priory is it's not available to our faction. Okay, I should have really known that. That's a bit stupid. Okay, cool. Let's just mark it for dismantling here. It means we can start repairing our jetty here as well, which is nice. Looks like the Welsh are also across here. Oh man, I love the detail in these towns. I think Attila did really well in that respect. It really comes through in this game as well, in this mod as well, which is really cool. So let's see. Inverness has a new construction option here. We've seen a lot of growth in the Highlands. Oh, aye, you know, our victory has given us a lot of hope for Scotland's future and freedom. So makes sense that the region here would start growing. Lots of whiskey involved as well, I'm sure. So once we have a bit more money, I'll take a look at what we can develop here. But I like that. That's a nice little start here. You know what? I think this is a good place to stop the video here. You've had a look at, you know, what is going on here in Medieval, what it's all about, the gameplay mechanics here that have made it a bit more interesting. The historically accurate setting that we're seeing here in 1212 AD, which I really like. This is a shorter video than what I do normally. Next week's will be a bit longer. This is kind of an introduction into what Medieval's all about, units wise and battle mechanics wise, and just overall the way it looks. I really like it. I really enjoy these kind of mods, and big kudos to the devs as well for making it. It's been you know, in development for a long time, so I really appreciate the constant updates here as well. Again, guys, if you enjoyed the video, thanks again for watching. Like the video here and subscribe to the channel for next week's episode as well on Medieval 1212 AD. Thanks again for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Take care.